I think that the India in the Sunshine Festival is a festival that is to stay here in Zimbabwe, and it is not a one-off festival. We have started with a clear objective of continuing this festival on annual basis. It started in 2016, and we have the intention with the sponsors and conception of this festival itself is to stay on annual basis and become one of the features in the art and cultural calendar of the city of Zimbabwe. So if you are saying that you have one festival last year, I think this is not a separate festival. This is the same festival in continuation of what we started 2 years ago. 2016 was the first edition, last year we had the second edition, and this year is the third edition. As I have mentioned in my press briefing, that this festival is growing leaps and bounds in terms of depth, in terms of width, which is, we are talking of the varieties of the items that is included in this bouquet of this festival. It also has that element. Is not just to entertain the audience of Zimbabwe or for that matter in India, but this is an exchange program where we have chosen those items which will educate the people of Zimbabwe, the art-loving people of Zimbabwe, so that this, apart from being entertaining, it will cement the relationship. It will speak loud of the rich cultural heritage that India and Zimbabwe share in our history and as in the contemporary world. So this is the objective and intention of this festival, that this festival grows, though this is not an international festival, unfortunately, because this is confined to bilateral festival, India and Zimbabwe. So the artists will be drawn obviously from Zimbabwe and India alone. But in that basket, we try to bring in classical, contemporary. This, as I mentioned, we have this Shillong Chamber Square, which is the voice that presents to us gospel. They sing the medley of this Bollywood songs and other patriotic songs. So they bring in variety, nature, which is different from what we had last year. So every year we don't repeat the same artists. Every year we don't repeat the same form of dance or music. We keep changing. What remain constant, of course, are the Bollywood dance, the food festival, of course, and yoga. Apart from these three, all other forms of dance and theater keep changing to appeal to the literary palette of the art-loving people in Zimbabwe. So that's how the festival is presented.
And maybe any plans for you to send media personnel from this country to India so that come future events, they will be able to report from a well-informed position?
That's what we have been doing actually in the 2016 when I came in. We sent a cultural troupe to India. The exhibition fair that I was talking about, Surashkund Fair, which is one of the biggest fair in India, in January. Unfortunately, that year I didn't send a media person along with that troupe. So in terms of reportage from India, there was very less. So in the following year, I learned a lesson from it, and saying that any cultural troupe that go to India will have to be necessarily accompanied by media people. So last year when a cultural troupe was sent to India to participate in the Shanghai Festival, it's not Shanghai, it's the Shanghai Festival in my own province, I put 3 media persons with this troupe. And while yet in India, they sent around 6 to 7 reports appearing in the Zim newspaper. And that's why we want, the exchanges of cultural troupes and the artists should be accompanied by publicity so that people come to know about what the exchanges are all about. It's not confined to those people only who see them perform, but I think it should reach out to more and larger audience who have not even seen but who have the privilege and opportunity of reading and seeing in the television what the performance is all about.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.